Yes, I live in Louisville. Please don't kill or dox me. I just have to talk about this map edition because I think almost anybody would love to have their hometown put into a video game. Even if you're trying to run from your past, your curiosity would turn you around and make you shove your head into that terrain. Thankfully, it's tasty. These Zomboid guys did a great job making their own version of Louisville. Still, an untalented YouTube douche such as myself has got a nitpick if I want to make content. So I'm going to complain about this condensed miniature replica of my city. I'll also say what's good. I won't be a total grueling prick. I'll begin by getting my doxing out of the way. So I found my house. Of course I can't show you.
Tear it up, man.
Because then whoever watched this video will know my GPS location at all times. You'll fucking know me, trust me. Okay, it's not really that accurate, but certain indicators made me feel like I was driving on the street I live on. While comparing it to streets I know, I noticed this game doesn't have traffic lights. Until I drove a few blocks down and realized they're disguised as street lamps. Another realization for me was discovering the game's flatness. There are plenty of mountains in Kentucky, though I understand why the developers wouldn't want to include elevation, because it would be quite a task having to walk underneath a mountain. In this system, certain angles would have that giant rock turning into a soft vanishing sheet. The engine could probably only handle so much of that, hence no skyscrapers either. When I first drove into Louisville, a graveyard next to a highway made me realize where I was. But as always, something broke my immersion. This time it was the lack of a Cracker Barrel across the street. Going down Dixie Highway, I noticed looters took everything. All the businesses gone, entire buildings uprooted and stolen, only to be replaced with houses and plotless land. The next thing I saw was a large purple building, so I assumed it was a school, and I was right. Now, it may be presented as an elementary school, though I think it's based on the child methadone clinic known as Valley High. This is the same place where a teacher had the worst attempt at trying to join the black community. Go watch that news clip if you haven't, then the Boondocks version too. Anyways, on to the Greenbelt. It's got a couple of decent neighborhoods, but I don't know about these riverside mansions hooked up with docks. Quit giving middle class bums hope. Now, down the way, these factories here represent Tradeport, Riverport. I don't know, it's probably a combination of all of Louisville's industrial areas. The strangest placement to me is Churchill Downs. I've never been, though I've drove by it plenty, and it ain't right there. Otherwise, I'd be a horse gambler. What's truly missing from my Zomboid life is an amusement park, and I see no representation for Kentucky's mutilation kingdom. Yet, they had the room to add the louder-than-life patch of dirt. Wait. It's a music festival from '93, before my time. Seeing this made me remember all the VHS tapes, meaning Zomboids is so 90s. Really, it took me this long to figure out the lore. If it is truly the 90s, then the outdoors holds a lot more value, which explains the well-maintained parks such as the Waterfront Park. A nice place to be yourself. Meanwhile, only having one bridge out of here makes me feel like a cog in the commie machine. With inflation on the rise, Kentuckians refuse to pay the increasing toll, causing the local Indiana boys to build a blockade. Taking a step back, you'll stumble into some restaurants. This is Joe's Crab Shack. If research comes out to prove me wrong, well, let me know. Speaking of which, are there any museums here? I can't find the shrine for Muhammad Ali. I've been once during Beatles Appreciation Day. That's a festival for fake hippies. When I went, I was a teenager accompanying his girlfriend. So you know I was out to get my dick sucked. So I took her to Ali's museum, where they had these booths to watch boxing. And yeah, it was lame. We just watched boxing. I'm still with her, so maybe we should go back. My only other good idea involves keeping Louisville weird. So keep X City weird is a phrase passed around by hipsters to try and keep cool people out of their stomping grounds. In my opinion, Louisville's missing out on a unique opportunity. Motherfuckers should change that adage to keep Louisville unusual, because if you say it like a local hick, then it rhymes. When it comes to slogans, rhyming is usually more catchy than getting weird. Yep, I got nothing else to say. Wait, Shelbyville got nuked. Yeah, alright, bye. Unless you want to hear about Fort Forever Expandingburg. It began as a modest townhouse until wood walls were thrown on the back to spice it too hot. Next, the neighbors' walls were taken down to continue expansion. I had already disassembled their furniture for planks, and it's not like they're coming back for any of this shit. Who cares? The block's mine. Oh, the world's mine. Hey, does anybody know if somebody else is already working on making their base the entirety of the map, or can I pioneer this obvious quest? It'll be a lifetime goal that will never get done. I can't wait. Okay, the real final thoughts go as such. I'm glad you can go into every interior in this game. I obsessed over that in my GTA videos, so I gotta praise Zomboid's effort for allowing me to run through all the useless office buildings I want. Thank you!